Remember when Greenpeace used a creepy Santa to push their green agenda?
There may be no alternative but to cancel Christmas.
Well, now you could be seeing even more global warming messages on TV. A pair of liberal lawmakers get their way if they do. Senators Bernie Sanders and Brian Schatz pushing TV networks to do more climate change stories. Now, Jonathan, should the government be telling the TV networks what's news?
This is chilling, Eric. This is censorship. I mean, this isn't private viewers writing, cash at foxnews.com, commenting on what they're seeing on TV. This is the government writing private broadcasters saying they want to see more stories about climate change on television. And who do you think regulates these broadcasters? Bernie Sanders and this other Democrat. I mean, government is force. And when broadcasters, of course, hear that lawmakers want to hear more climate change stories on TV, they have to respond because they have an implicit gun to their head. If this is not put back, this really is the beginning of the end of free speech in this country.
Michelle, one of the smartest people I know in this building right here once sat me down and said democracy doesn't work unless the media does its job. The media doing its job means a free media. It's even protected in the First Amendment, a free media.
Yeah, and you know what? The media is already talking about this. I mean, how much more do they want to hear on TV? If you turn on MSNBC or CNN, every single day they're talking about global warming. And I think it's no coincidence that every single day their viewership gets smaller and smaller because Americans are tired of hearing about this. And you know what? All these liberals like Jammu, they'd say climate change, global warming. Now it's global cooling. No, Jammu, it's called weather. It changes. In reality, global warming or whatever, it's called summer, and global cooling is winter.
So Jammu, go ahead. Let's talk about, let's stay on the media, whether or not lawmakers in general should be petitioning the media for their stories, for their agenda.
Well, I'd rather hear about climate change than Kim Kardashian. Come on, lawmakers do this every single day. They send out press releases. They ask us to cover things every single day. Hey, I think it makes sense for them to cover an issue that is going to make New York have what should be once in a century weather changes happening once every 10 years. Things that are going to wipe Miami off the map. Literally, look at LA is burning right now.
Wayne,
this is news. We are in the news business.
Wayne, would you rather look at Kim Kardashian's fake boobs or the climate change greenies' fake science?
Well, I have to agree with Jammu here. Kim Kardashian, there's enough of that for me. By the way, the climate change debate goes on, and I'm not going to get in the technical part of that, but the part that Jonathan raised is the one that scares me. Here's Bernie Sanders, a guy who is outrageously for individual being. He's talking about how he's an independent. He's not a Democrat. He's not a Republican, and for him to talk about condemning, I mean, it's intimidating the press. It's just what you said. It's against the Constitution. It's against all of the things we think about as individual freedom for a lawmaker to come out and criticize the press.
Go ahead, John.
Yeah, Sanders is a socialist, and you know who else does this? Socialists like Hugo Chavez, which for years, Eric, pressured the last free media in Venezuela. We're seeing the same type of force used against the media, which is the people in this country.
We have to leave it again. We wish we had more time. Hat tip to our friends everywhere and making those decisions. Thanks to Michelle Fields and Jammu Green for joining us this week. Coming up.